Boom! 2016 is basically over in my mind. And you know what? I am so hyped about these sets of Power Rangers Legacy series because I did not know they were going to be released, and when I saw them on the shelves, I freaked out. I was so excited. The hype was real. But does the hype live up? Let's check out in my review, baby. Alright, so check out this packaging of the Legacy Collection Red Ranger. It's bad, yo. Like Fred Savage, the Wizard Power Glove levels of bad. So bad it's good. But personally, you know, your boy's a very earth-friendly green. Let's go Green Ranger. So I recycle most. But if you're not like me and you keep MOC, mint on card, more power to you. And here's your boy out of the packaging. You know, one thing that I loved about this that really dragged me over to the Power Ranger shelf and made me want to pick up these figures is the level of articulation that you get on these guys. And it's really quite exquisite for an American release. Now, Bandai put out the figuarts over in Japan, and they were stylistically different. They were smaller, and the American release, the American Legacy Collection, instead of looking like a man in a suit, it's more like a superhero. And some people get very angry how you can see the six-pack, how there are muscles. Instead of it just being someone wearing a suit, it's like the suit is the person. And for me, I would have preferred it looking more like a person in the suit, but for the price you pay and all the articulation, I'm going to let that slide. Now, something that does bother me about the articulation is that the shoulders look very old, kind of old school Marvel Legends style, where they kind of pop out instead of contemporary style where they're more incorporated inside the body. But check out the articulation. Moves very loosely, but it's like a nice loose double bend at the knee, rotation at the boot, ankle rocker pivots, and up and down. There is waist rotation, but can't go all the way back. That's interesting. They don't want spooky stuff going on. Ab crunch moves very cleanly. Wow. Head looks up that much, down quite a bit, and can completely turn around. Oh my gosh. The shoulder, it moves up that much. That's quite disappointing. It's expecting more, but moves out that much. And there is rotation at the arm, double bend, and wrist. Quite a lot of wrist movement with that ball joint. It's like Revoltech or something right there. And he comes with an accessory, which is his holster and his weapon. Of course, I'm not that big on the Power Rangers mythology anymore, so I don't know the name for this thing, but it's his weapon, I know that. And his morpher is sculpted, and it looks really nice in there with the paint work. It's simple, but effective. Then he comes with a Build-A-Figure part of the Megazord, but of course, it's only one part, so I'm not going to talk about it much. So do the abs detract from this figure? Will you not pick it up because the abs are showing? I think you should pick it up. I think it's a really solid figure and probably one of the best figures we'll get for $20 of Power Rangers for probably the next 10 years. And here's a scale comparison and also a Power Ranger comparison so you can see the stylistic differences between the two Red Rangers I have. This is in a really strange scale. I thought it would be the same size as the Mattel, WWE, and DC comic figures, but it's not. It's a bit shorter than that. And it is not also the Marvel Legends scale because it's a bit taller than Marvel Legend figures. So it's in a scale of its own. Does that detract from it? Not for me, but it could for you. One huge pet peeve I have with this figure for some reason is I just can't handle the sculpt of the hands. I think they're too fake looking. And I know it's an action figure, but I figure a bit more finesse could really make those hands work. Overall, I think this is definitely a solid release. It's not perfect by all means. It's definitely not figuarts level, but it comes in at about half the price or even a third of the price you're a big Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan and you don't have the whole team, I think this is going to be a great affordable way for you to pick it up. $20 isn't going to bust the bank per Ranger. So I recommend it. Unless you already have the figuarts.